A massive manhunt is underway at this hour for the man who shot a pregnant teller this morning at an East Side bank. That teller is 5 months pregnant with twins. It happened around 9:30 this morning. This was at the Huntington Bank near 21st and Post. 4 people, including one customer, were inside at the time. Skycam 6 is near the scene right now. While the manhunt continues, Warren Township schools north of Washington Street are on lockdown. No one is being allowed in or out. 6 News crime investigator Jack Reinhart joins us now live on the scene with the very latest. Jack.
Well, Grace, Metro Police have characterized the crime as an outrageous act of terrorism perpetrated by a gutless suspect. And the full weight of city and state police and the FBI have been brought to bear here in the 2000 block of Post Road.
The robbery occurred shortly after 9:30. 3 tellers and a customer inside. Suddenly, a tall black man burst into the bank waving a handgun, making demands. It didn't matter that the victims offered no resistance.
He ordered one of the customers down on the floor. The suspect then jumped over the counter and, without provocation, shot a female teller in the side, in the stomach area. My understanding is she's 5 months pregnant with twins.
Metro Police quickly converged on the area. K-9 units, escorted by officers armed with high-powered rifles, tracked north from the bank. Witnesses told police that the suspect got into the passenger side of a gray Dodge Intrepid. The car then fled west, then south from the bank, followed closely by a light blue Honda SUV. Metro Police Chief Michael Spears ordered in every available officer from every district in the city to hunt for the men who shot and critically wounded a bank teller obviously pregnant.
It makes me sick. I mean, here's a woman working hard for a living, pregnant with twins, I understand, and from all accounts, without provocation, this gutless robber shoots her, and it's just outraged our police department.
As of 20 minutes ago, we've learned the victim is in surgery. Her condition and that of her unborn twins remains unknown. Mayor Greg Ballard was here about an hour ago at the scene, offering the police whatever city resources they would need to pursue these suspects. And Grace, finally, police have high hopes that surveillance tape from inside the bank has captured the shooting and will eventually lead them to the shooter. Live on the city's east side, Jack Reinhart, 6 News.
Yes, a lot of outrage throughout the entire city. Thank you, Jack. And again, the teller, who's pregnant with twins, was taken to Methodist Hospital, and that's where we find 6 News reporter Stacia Matthews. And Stacia, do we have any update on her condition or the condition of the babies?
Yes, we do, Grace. Mayor Greg Ballard came here after he left the scene of that shooting this morning, and he joins me now after having a briefing with the detectives just about 15-20 minutes ago. What can you tell us?
Well, the patient is in the hospital right now. She's in the hospital right now and in surgery right now. And the good thing is, at least initially, the bullet missed the baby, so we don't know the condition of the mother, don't know any of that right now either. But at least initially, that's one of the reports. So it's good to hear. So.
And you told me earlier that you were outraged by what has taken place.
This makes you very angry. This is such a brazen act to just walk into that bank and jump over and shoot completely unprovoked. You got to wonder what's in the mind of these people to do that sort of thing. It's what we're trying to prevent all over the city. It's difficult, but we're trying our best to prevent this sort of thing. But what's in the act of a single individual at a certain point in time is very difficult. But it's just brazen, and it should make everybody outraged, really.
And you also stated that the manhunt is now on.
It is on. We have 150 people out there right now. We've got the full forces of the city bringing to bear on this, and I'm confident we'll catch them. We're going to hunt them down, no question.
All right. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us this live day, midday. Again, Grace, a mother, according to the mayor, told by the detectives that she is in surgery at this hour. The bullet, it entered through her lower abdomen, but it did not strike her unborn children, which is good news. Reporting live from Methodist Hospital, Stacia Matthews, 6 News.
Thank goodness for that. We'll see you again first at 5, Stacia. And again, here's the description of the gunman police are looking for. A black male about 6 feet 1 inches tall. He was wearing a black hat, black leather jacket, and blue jeans. He was seen getting into the passenger seat of a dark gray Dodge Intrepid. A second vehicle, a blue Honda SUV, was seen driving with the Intrepid.
I am not ashamed to say that Mayor Ballard and I are delighted that the alleged doers of this evil have been caught.
After months of false leads and frustration, 2 men are now in police custody, arrested for shooting a pregnant bank teller in April. Good evening. Deanna has the night off. That bank teller lost her unborn twins as a result of that shooting.
Police spent nearly 2 months chasing down leads in that case. 24-hour News 8's Mary McDermott is at the Huntington Bank branch near 21st and Post Road, where the story first began. Mary.
Well, Karen, it was April 22nd when a masked gunman came into this bank and shot that teller. Today, police said they think they found the man who did it. His name is Brian Kendrick. He's facing preliminary charges of robbery, attempted murder, feticide, and possessing a handgun without a permit. Also arrested, Aaron Stewart. He faces a preliminary charge of conspiracy to commit robbery.
I would probably estimate on our department alone more than 400 officers at one time or another in the 2-month period have done something on this case.
Investigators swarmed the area around the bank after the shooting, looking for the suspect who was wearing a mask and the SUV they thought he was driving. In the weeks that followed, police went down some dead ends, investigating what turned out to be false information. But then, on May 9th, someone called Sheriff Frank Anderson at home with information. Police say that tip eventually led to the arrests of Stewart and Kendrick. Police are still looking for the gun used in the crime. Divers searched this retention pond today in hopes it might be there.
Yeah, but I mean,
Investigators hope they've solved what many of them consider to be one of the most disturbing bank robberies they've ever encountered.
I've seen a lot of bank robberies, but you don't see many where robbers come into the bank and without any further ado start shooting. And not only shooting, but shooting a bank teller who is pregnant.
Investigators say more specific information about what led them to the 2 men should come out next week. Those 2 men are expected to have their first court appearance either next Tuesday or Wednesday. Live on the east side, Mary McDermott, 24-hour News 8.
Mary, thanks. Now, minutes after the April shooting, many businesses in the same area were put on lockdown while police searched for the shooter. We asked the president of the bank today how he felt knowing police captured the people they felt were responsible.
It's such a relief to know that after 2 months that the alleged perpetrators have been apprehended.
Ahead at 5:30, more East Side business owners react to the suspects' arrests.